Has some technical difficulties, but we're all up and up and up. Greetings and salutations, everybody. It's another Council of Kings episode. It's a season. It's another. We're bringing the close to another season. This is another episode. I'll take another hiatus for a little while, but I'll be right back up and running again. So tonight's final episode for the season is called "Who's Got It Easier, Men or Women?" This age-old question has had a triumphant effect on how people in today's modern society, especially with feminism and the rise of equality, the strong threshold for equal rights in American society. We've had a sort of a, I would say, not more of a dilemma, but somewhat of a crucial point in our society in which people have tried, men and women have tried to achieve a specific goal, whether it be trying for jobs, careers, or just anything else. But one of the question that a lot of people have seen is it really hard? Is it hard to be a man, or is it harder to be a? We'll talk about that later tonight to discuss. So, without further ado, I'll bring up my All right, gentlemen, we are
What
live.
up?
I repeat, we are live. Here it is. So tonight we're going to be discussing who has it easier, men or women. We've had this dilemma for a bit of while, especially in the last decade, with the rise of feminism and equal rights have also played a part in this. So in your public opinions, who do you think has it
Who do I think have it easier?
easy? Yes.
Women, hands down. The reason,
Elaborate, Godfather.
yeah, the reason why I'm saying women is based upon there's a lot of more resource out there for women than there are men, such as Section 8 housing, government assistance, food stamps, stuff like that. And as a man, you are not allowed to get none of that stuff. It's damn near impossible for you to get that type of stuff. And the fact that I worked there as a security guard, I worked across the street from the homeless shelter. I always used to see homeless men sleeping outside. I never saw homeless women because the shelter was only allowing a minimum number of men, but a maximum number of women and children.
Well, I have heard in some situations where there's women are I believe it's the number is about 6% more higher. A single woman on the street is actually 6% more higher to get some sort of housing than a single father with a child. And I think that has to determine between the area and the proximate, and also a whole bunch of other things such as income
That's
that determine that as well. I think the thing about it is when it comes to economics and such, men out earn women in a very drastic and comical way. In all honesty, so the one thing I'm a little confused about when it comes, I'll say this: the thing about the wage gap, I'm not really understanding that. The only thing I think there is a wage gap is in sports, but yeah, I think Bible would already, since Bible is gym
Yeah,
enthusiast, he would already
I think
agree.
I think they disproved
Uh,
that.
yeah, I believe they did as well.
What you mean with the sports?
Yeah, there's the wage gap in
Yeah, that's because they don't have as many fans. Not a lot of people not really interested in women's sports, and so they can't even generate enough income to even pay them what the male athletes will get paid.
for real.
Like they already can't even afford to pay them what they're making right now. They already going into debt, so they can't even
Yeah,
the league can't even afford to
yeah, I
pay
think
them what
about
they're making right
6 or 7 of
now.
them. Mhm.
Bro.
another thing. My thing about it is what parts in society do you think men lack that women gain, or is one sided?
Oh, money. Anything dealing with the
Wait, repeat the
mechanical.
question.
What portion of society do you believe has lacks that men lack in one area, but also what women benefit from one area? What areas in life that women benefit while men are at the bottom?
Oh, anything dealing with corporate America.
Um, we we have no safety nets from the government. You know,
Actually, hold on a second. Go deep into that because I have a point to make after that.
okay.
No, so I was asking you to finish your discussion.
Oh yeah. Cause I guess yeah, there are some men that's on food stamps or whatever, but majority don't have that. But like yeah, us men we have no safety net. So it's like I was talking to about the Godfather the other day, and I was telling him like when you look out, you see nothing but homeless men. You see very few homeless women.
That
And
is
so,
true.
I didn't want to sound mean or anything, but I'm like, if you're a woman in this society, like living in today's society, and you're homeless, either you're in some deep, very, very deep shit, or you're just not trying. There's too many, assistance that
Resources.
they get from the government. I don't understand. And us fellas don't have anything. We literally got to work our way up.
Bruh, I completely agree. It's like as a male, they got food stamps, Section 8, they got all these government welfare, WIC, they got all this stuff. And as a man, if you you don't qualify, it's mostly benefits towards women.
Hey, the background. Yeah, some of the background loud.
The one thing I wanted, Bible, you wanted to go?
Oh yeah, what was the question?
I was saying, what aspects of America do men seem to be suffering at that women gain from?
Yeah, basically the same thing that Professor X said. We don't really have any safety nets, and we have to own up to our mistakes and things like that. We have to have accountability, and they don't.
Bruh.
Okay,
We
see,
also got
now
to.
I'm gonna well go finish Godfather. I'll finish all your points.
We also the ones who are most prone to go to jail.
Somebody's background is really loud.
Whose background is competent like that?
Hello?
I think that's Bible.
Yeah, it might be my TV. Hold up.
Hello?
All right.
Okay. The big problem is that
Yeah, it's still Bible. Bible, you got something in the background.
Hey, you still hear it?
Yeah.
what I'm about to say, we
Okay, I
also
can hear.
got
I can hear you better.
yeah, we also have to deal with the fact, and this might sound effed up to say, but we are more prone to go to jail and more prone to die. Especially being a black male, you are more prone to go out there and get damn
Well,
near slaughtered by the police or slaughtered by somebody you know
well,
than a black woman.
well, see, you got to understand the part about going out to bat. Thing about it is, I think men are more willing to put themselves at risk too, especially when it comes to their job, money involved, to paying for, if somebody actually told you, hey, scaffolding, scaffolding, being construction, working on high buildings, and they offer you to pay you like 67 $70 dollars an hour. Would you take it?
Hell yeah. It wouldn't even
I
be a
didn't.
quick.
I see.
It would.
And the thing about it is, that's just how men are naturally built. We're naturally to be rough and tough, stick things out. And the thing about but I do think it's some particular fact people tend to believe, remember, forget that men are humans. There's the word. The word man is in the word human, so you have to remember that we still break and we still have limits. But I wanted to go back into the point where you guys were saying about safety nets and government. You got to realize in other countries that doesn't fly. All right, in countries in the Middle East, China, Europe, Russia. I'll explain it to you
Right.
like
Third
this.
world countries.
Yeah, I'll explain it to you like this. In other countries, if a man and woman get a divorce, guess who the children go with?
The woman.
No,
No,
the man.
they're the man. They go with the man. That's the thing about it.
Exactly. They go with the
It's
men.
topsy turvy here in America because in that society it's slightly more patriarchal than this society because they live by a certain type of cultural rules and economics and culture and caste system. And the thing about it is, women are bred at a young age to wed men who can take care of them at a particular time. And because if a woman gets divorced in a country like that, she ain't really got much because most of the stuff goes to the man. That includes the
Right.
children. And thing about it is in the government, and now in U.S. government, that's not how it goes. Because since you have the U.S. government that takes, that's one reason I kind of say the U.S. Even though the U.S. and they might say is a capital is a democracy, but we're just a mixture. We're basically almost to a degree. We're basically a communist society, a socialist society, and all that other stuff rolled in one. It just depends on the element of the type of situation we're talking about.
For real.
And when it comes to, right now we're just talking about the benefits and down cons that men have in this society. When it comes to I'll say I know this one. I would say this one is a choice, but we'll go into. I'll say when it comes to government system, the child services aspect of a lot of our little kids are being neglected
That is true.
very
Yeah.
much.
At
A
the
lot of,
end
lot
of
of
the
men,
day,
a lot of men
me
are
and my
being kept away from their children. From
yeah, me and my oh my
go
bad.
go. Hold on, Godfather. Yeah, I'll even go because Bible sent this to me about a few days ago about that lady who killed her 12-year-old son over what was it again?
The SD card.
A fucking SD card, man.
Oh
Uh,
yes, SD card.
Yeah, shot her fucking son, man. What the
That was
and these are the women that they give the kids to. You
nah,
know,
bro.
no, don't give them to the father.
They just had a woman
Don't put them in
recently,
a
bro.
position to where they'll live life. Give them with the mother, who we
They
can
just had a woman.
visibly see that
They,
something is wrong.
they just had a woman that recently she did a mixture of drug cocktails to kill her child.
That's
I've been
sad,
seeing a lot
man.
of those
It's
stories
like
like that lately.
there's a lot of exactly. Ever since this COVID stuff been happening, there's a lot of cases where these mothers are killing their kids.
It
Not just
is.
that, but they're losing
Well,
them as
black
well and
women,
letting them get
you
kidnapped and
know,
stuff.
yeah, like what's the deal? What's
Yeah,
happening?
there was one lady. She let her. I don't know. I forgot how old the child was, but I think he was like around 2 years old or something like that. She let him wander out the house by herself for hours, and they found him in the pool dead because
Oh
he drowned.
yeah, that in Baton
God,
Rouge. This happened on my security
God,
job. I worked for Signal 88, right? Prestigious. And there was a situation when I first got on the job, right? Where they were in, I think it was Mall City. The dude was doing a patrol and he found a 1 year old baby in a stroller with nobody sitting there. The mom
wow,
literally left the child right there. And the mom was a dope fiend. The mom just basically left the child. Then
that's
there was
sad.
another. Then there was another situation where one of the security guards, but this was for a different location. He found the child, right? and the child was like 1 or 2, and the child just wandered out. It was midnight at night. He had to sit there and wait for the parent. I mean, for somebody to pull up so he can take the child, so they can claim the child.
Yeah, the crazy part about the one that drowned, the all the women in her family was defending her, saying that she shouldn't go to jail. It's not her fault.
She needs to go to jail. It's
Exactly.
her.
And then for the other lady that killed her son over the SD card, there were people defending that too.
They were saying,
Yeah,
I'm
And
sorry, they
she and
said
they
she had
said
some sort of mental.
she had a mental illness. Yeah,
Mm. Yeah,
a mental
that's
illness.
been going
But
around
she
a
was
lot.
still able to keep a child.
Mental illness is one of a big problem, but the thing is, there's no
Exactly.
excuse. They have too
Yes,
many
it should be.
revenues, there's too many revenues and too many outlets for you to have a mental breakdowns to the point that you're killing people, or you're killing yourself, or killing kids.
That's that's crazy, man.
It ain't crazy. These women just don't give a dang. They want to have a pity
And
party. I was saying to
so
my
you kill your
grandmother.
kid?
Yeah, I was just talking to my grandmother a few minutes ago. I said women have the key to sex and the key to reproduction. So at the, at the end of the day, women have to hold themselves hold themselves at more of an accountable standards. Just off the strength of you get with these no good brothers, and these no good brothers fuck you and they leave you, and you sit around here. You fuck you and you leave. You have kids for these brothers. You have fucked up. You bring the kids into a fucked up environment. Now the child sitting around here wondering where daddy is. You stressed out, can't afford nothing, can't afford to take care of it. Now you on a rampage talking about putting it up for adoption, killing it, or doing a whole bunch of stuff where you could have controlled the situation. You feel me? You had there's so many revenues. There's condoms, there's plan B's, there's abortion, but you want to sit around here and
Exactly. See that's another thing, man. Like women have so many type of birth control today. How many
for real.
type of birth control
I
do men
believe,
have?
I believe 250 forms
Exactly.
of birth over
That's what
the.
I'm saying. And like y'all, and then if you try to tell them something about it, you either consider gay, you're considered a woman hater, or you consider so much stuff. And I'm looking at them like, bro,
That's
it ain't.
those are just deflections, man. That means they have nothing to say.
Yeah, and I'm trying to explain to this girl, like, bro, a nigga ain't trying to belittle you. A nigga just trying to make you understand, and I make you held accountability for your actions. You sat around here and got pregnant for this brother. You sat around here and got knocked up, but you want me to come and try to rescue you and try to do
Hold
all this
on,
extraordinary stuff.
actually, there's
uh,
a.
uh, uh,
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that too.
go, Bible. Go.
No, I was about to say,
You can go,
there's
Bible.
a girl I used there's a girl I used to work with, and she's in that same situation right now. So I think she's like 20, 21, like on her third child. She just had the third one, I think,
Mhm.
a couple of weeks ago, and the guy left already. And now she's talking about she's looking for a stepdad and stuff like that.
Brittany Reiner or whatever that doctor.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Hold on.
Uh,
LC, do you have anything to
forget that
contribute
female.
to the hold on. Not I was talking LC. Hmm. I don't know if they know what their
But
name
forget that.
is, or
Forget that Britney chick,
I don't know.
man. But the oh boy, that was his fault.
That's a dumbass. He already
Like
on the second
Are you
Instagram
talking
that's
live.
about
his fault.
PJ? Are you
That's
talking
his
about PJ Washington?
Yeah,
You talking about
it's not
PJ
like he
Washington?
didn't know. He you know what? Yeah, he the thing is he tried to change it, but that don't work,
didn't
my guy.
didn't he just deal with another IG model? I heard something about that.
I believe
Exactly. So
so.
he learned his lesson the first time.
hey,
Mm.
that's on his body. He wanted to be stupid.
I believe also in society. I believe there are more benefits to actually being a See, the thing about it is, I've understood in the last few, especially in the black community, when you remove like 60 plus years of work ethic from people and people realize they can just live off the system, for so long and basically, not work and they still get benefits from it. The pros of working does not outweigh the cons of it. So you
That's
basically just
true.
so you
That's
basically just so basically this is one reason why I think single motherhood, baby mamaism is what I call it, is a lot more prevalent.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
most
they live
choose
in poverty
choose
though.
that. Yeah,
well,
and they're not gonna get that money forever. I hope they realize it.
that's 100% true, bro.
Well, I hope they realize it. They're not gonna be able to get that money forever. Once you, and even if you're one of those type of women who works or whatever on one income, you're not gonna be able to live out the rest of your life. And
Mhm.
76% of women already make under
Oh,
$50,000 a year. So
Hmm. Hmm.
women aren't really balling how they think they are. And then 67% of them are in debt. No,
Well,
no way.
I actually would like to know that. I'm actually going to look that percentage up right now as we speak. I want to see. Mm.
Yeah, some type of student loan debt or I forgot what other debt they called it. Oh, you kick them out.
y'all
I
call
just looked.
cunts.
Women.
Yeah, I just looked
Okay.
down. I
Here it
didn't
is.
know.
Here it is. Here it is. Women hold 58% of all student loan debt, according to the
Damn.
educational data board.
Jeez.
And they borrow 9.6% more than their male peers after 1 year graduation. Ooh, Jesus,
Wow. Why?
that's nuts.
That's what they.
I
That's
mean,
what they want.
education
They want
costs.
you to do that.
Educate. I mean, education. Like that. Education is where it's at for some people. They. I used to be like that. I used to thought that school was my only and one thing. Once I and thing about it is I found the benefits of trade work and everything. And I like I ain't gotta go through that
But
much work
they're
a day.
they're not getting degrees in anything though.
Some are, some aren't. It all depends.
Yeah, like some are, but they're not really getting degrees in anything.
All
Or
right,
really?
LC, you got
And then
LC,
even
LC, are you got? Hold
and
on,
then
y'all.
even if they do,
LC, are you all good? If you can hear me.
Who's LC?
I believe it is a young woman named Tori. I'm not
Oh,
sure.
um, what what type
But
of browser she's using or whatever.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But continue, Professor X.
Oh man, I forgot what I was gonna say.
You were saying that we were talking about debt. The 96, the 58%
Uh,
of debt.
oh yeah, well, I'm like, yeah, I don't really think they're really getting degrees in nothing much. And then even if they do, they're already coming out of school in debt. So what's the point?
yeah. I feel like they are getting degrees, but I feel like they're getting pointless degrees, like art degrees and
That,
stuff
that,
like
that,
that.
that
That's
I do agree. I agree with Godfather with that
pointless.
sentiment.
I do believe like early childhood development, you ain't gonna find a good, decent job for it unless you're trying to
I
be like
would
a
not. I wouldn't
no.
say that.
Hear me out. Unless you're trying to be like a teacher of some sort, you really ain't gonna make a lot of money in it. What else? They got
Teachers,
some
teachers
women
make
that
teachers make only an average of like what $35,000 a year.
yeah,
That's
35 or
maximum.
40. And then that income cuts off over the summer.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
not good.
man, they
Because you
should
also
they
got
should
to
get
think about
more.
they're going to want to have to
They should
want
get
to put
more.
themselves in more debt trying to get houses and cars too.
And so
On
what
top
else?
of the
They got
student loan.
some girls that go out here and they try to get these art degrees, which ain't worth shit. Then you have some degrees that just I forgot what that motherfucker called.
Communications and shit.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
no money.
but well, like what the Godfather Kevin Samuels says. If you don't go to school for a STEM major, then you don't even need to bother going.
For real, if you ain't in school for like something dealing with the medical field, computers, engineering, or law, you ain't making
I
it nowhere.
mean, women already kill us in nursing.
For
There's a
real,
good majority of them in nursing.
And nurses are actually making big bank right now. I know a lot of them's tired, but they making bank.
they making some bank.
Okay, but let's talk about some of the benefits that men have in this society. And don't say they don't have any, because I know they do.
Okay, one of the big benefits that I can really salute for a lot of different opportunities, like dealing with jobs. Like a lot of jobs will overlook a woman due to the fact that she can't handle certain. I'm not saying they can't, like lifting up on certain stuff, pick like picking up on certain stuff, lifting certain stuff, working in certain environments such as the heat, such as chemical factories and stuff like that. They'll overlook a woman like that, but I feel like that is pretty much the only benefit, like job opportunities wise. You feel me?
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
Like we in the industrial field, the mechanical field, we are running amok. We making money. Like us, especially young brothers, especially with CDLs and all this other stuff, we are running amok and we are taking over them industries. So yeah,
No,
And
actually, I do
especially if
see a
you
lot of.
start,
huh?
I was gonna say I see a lot of black women with CDLs as well, though,
Yeah, but
and they're making good money too.
they're making good money, but I rarely see it. It's like they are getting looked over a lot.
I've been seeing a lot of those lately too.
For real. But the job field we are taking over because it's like we don't mind working and putting our bone. We have no option but to work. So it's kind of like we are allowed a lot more benefits.
I mean,
Hold on,
we
yeah.
we have more money.
True.
Go
You know,
back up.
like women are more educated and have the careers and all, but they're broke, and men have more money because we work. Not saying they don't work, but I mean, we took a different route.
Yeah, I see the value in like Prestige just said. I see the value in trades and everything. I don't see
It,
the value in all this other stuff.
yeah, because coming out of high school, you do that. Soon you get out, you'll already have your job. You already be ready for your career. No debt, none of that.
For real.
I think one of the biggest benefits of being a man in this society is even though you don't say I say you actually have a small amount of freedom. You actually, well, not a small. You actually have good freedom, especially when you get your stuff together. If you're a male bachelor, you go as you please, you do as you please. Nobody can really tell you anything.
For real. That
That's one thing I will say. One benefit that I would say men have. The thing about it is a woman's. I think women's independence is determined by the kind of company they keep, while a man's independence is determined by who he is as a person.
that is, I can honestly agree with that because it is kind of one benefit that I love that I got. I don't have to answer up to nobody. I don't have to really like you say, I come and go as I please. And it feels amazing. And I don't really have to struggle and suffer with a lot of the bullshit that women have to deal with, especially when you're dealing with Section 8 housing. With Section 8 housing, you can't have certain individuals at the house. You can't have a man at the house in general. You cannot do a lot of stuff, and I don't have to deal with that. I literally do whatever the hell I want to do when I want to do it.
Okay. All right. Hold on a sec. Toria, do you have anything to benefit to add to the conversation? You've been mute for a pretty decent while.
After what y'all said, I have no words, no words whatsoever.
Okay. You said, well, what would you? Well, this is an open panel. Who do you believe in society has it much easier, men or women?
Just give me time to think and I'll let you know.
Uh,
Not
okay, okay. No, I just just making sure you're not. I just had a few people still in the queue, so who wanted to get up, but But another benefit I would say that one benefit I would say that women do get from society is that they, regardless of what they, regardless of who or what situation they are, they will always be taken care of in any way, shape, or form, even if
true.
they are along
Mm.
their own. And that's not even knocking women down. That's just basically
Okay, I'm
being candid.
keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real, and I just feel like society made it into this way with like this for me. If I see a homeless woman and I see a homeless man, I'm more prone to give it to the homeless woman just off the strength of I feel that a man
Really?
should. Yeah, I do feel that way a little bit.
I'll give it to the homeless man.
Yeah,
But the way Professor the way X just said, really? Like that's the
yeah,
open
like
betrayal.
hear me
I
out, hear me
mean,
out.
I mean, I mean, it's cool. I don't want to sound like I'm a shit person or whatever, but again, men don't have a lot of safety net.
Yeah, but
So if
hear me
I
out.
see a homeless man on the street, I'm gonna be more prone to give him something first.
Yeah, hear me out though, bro. This is the reason why I say that. It's the fact of the matter is I feel like as a man, you should get on your grind. It should be, even though it's nothing dealing with a woman, it's nothing dealing with just society. It should be something instilled in yourself that makes you want to just get up there and go to work and establish yourself because it feels amazing to go out there and buy what you want to buy, to do what you want to do,
Yeah,
have
but
fun.
sometimes maybe you need that little push, man.
Yeah, but
I,
bro,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't able to do it by myself. I needed a little push.
bro, same here. I had a little push. And at the end of the day, it's just something like me and you were just talking about a Professor X that you have to keep consistency. I'm not the type of dude. Yeah, I used to be like that. Me, you like when I was working at a plant. I used to be that type of dude. I get the money, blow it. Get this, blow it. It used to be stupid as hell. But at the end of the day, bro,
Our question is that if
So
that part
here,
about
here,
you has changed
here's
or not.
here's here's my thing. Here's my thing. I think if you give it to a homeless man, and you were to help him off the street, I feel as if you're killing two birds with one stone. Because
yeah,
that's
but
more
bro,
that he can get into the workforce, and that's more money that women can have, even though they're getting it from the government and we're giving it to the government. I feel like
yeah,
that's more money that you can
damn,
give to the women if you put a man in the workforce.
I don't understand. This has nothing to do with a woman. Like, forget a woman for 5 seconds. This has something to do with you as just as an individual. The type of person I am is I like money. I like nice things. I like the PS5. I like a Mustang. I like guns. You feel me? I got hobbies and stuff. And you have to
You,
understand
you
as a
know damn well you ain't got no damn hobby, boy.
Yeah, but think about it, bro. Think about the COVID
oh,
thing.
man, hold on.
So many men lost their jobs from COVID. So are you gonna say,
Yeah, but bro, as
that
soon as
they
they
didn't do
lost
what
their
they're
job,
supposed
they
to?
no, I'm not saying they didn't do what they had to do, but bro, as soon as one door closes, the door opens. Because
Not
soon as
always, though. But
yeah, but in this
kind of.
situation with COVID and everything, especially right now, everywhere is hiring. Places that wasn't usually hiring is hiring. I just had an interview. I got an interview at the state prison, and I'm not
Mhm.
going though. I'm not going to work in prison. I'm not going. But the thing is, the fact of the matter is, there is so much opportunity and out there for you. You just have to find it and open the door, and then be able to do something that's different. God does not always want you. You might want to do something, but God might have a different plan for you. He might say, "Oh well, Timothy, I want you to be a mechanic or a CDL driver or something." There's so many different types of ways of making money nowadays. There's no way in hell you should be broke. Hell, I work 2 jobs. You feel me? And I put myself in the ER last week because I work 2 jobs. You feel me? And I feel as a man, that is my duty to bust
Bible,
my
you get boy, you're getting feedback again.
Huh?
Bible, you're getting feedback.
I
Look,
feel like
man,
I
I'm
feel
gonna
like
give my money to the homeless man.
yeah, I
If
feel like
I
they
feel like you help him off the street,
able.
he's gonna put money back into the community. And women are selfish; they're gonna keep it for themselves.
That's always time because then you have Pookies and Ray Rays who might be home. And you already know what Pookie and Ray Ray do with money.
That's true.
So
But
you
like
got to
what I'm
be very concerned with that. I mean,
yeah,
that
and what
woman,
I'm saying though
she could
is
be
not
using that money to feed her children. You
yeah,
don't
and watch
always know
this.
all the time.
I done been around, bro, just living by myself. And I'm a type of person. I'm a very humble say. I guess that's why I kind of get played a lot by both men and women because I'm not saying on a dating level. I'm just a nice person. You feel me? I like to. I want you to feel welcome and inviting into like my atmosphere. I'm a very welcoming, humbling person. But I want to. The thing with me is, I when it comes to women, especially with certain situations, I kind of can be sympathetic with them on the sick. Hear me out with one thing, because I haven't took something in consideration. A lot of women, like my grandmother, who got with a man who basically got married. This man was basically Prince Charming, and my papa did a good way of basically hiding his flaws. If you feel what I'm trying to say, he basically was the type of dude that basically will hide what he be doing and all the other stuff to make how I'm gonna say he just tried to make himself seem like he wasn't a bad fucked up individual. If you feel what I'm trying to say,
Was he a Rolling Stone?
yeah, Papa was a Rolling Stone. Um, at the end, Papa with three kids, and my grandmother, as my grandmother, she rose up to she rose up to the challenge.
All right,
My
Bible. The feedback's getting too
yeah,
bad
my
here.
on crutches. I mean, Professor X has met her. I think Prestigious had met her. She's on crutches.
Wait,
So
Bible, you got to do something
bro,
about the feedback,
Tim.
man.
Tim,
a lot-
Yeah, what is that?
You got
so
feedback.
my
yeah,
grandmother.
it's getting hella bad, bro.
Hello?
Uh,
Okay.
Continue, Godfather.
yeah, she
It's
basically
still there.
she opened up her own business. She did a lot of good different stuff to help value the community. My grandmother, I'm not gonna
Hold on.
say
I'm
she was
about to mute Bible for a second. Hold on. All right, go. Go, Godfather.
basically she had to deal with a lot of different obstacles, especially being a lady on crutches and stuff like that. And she basically is is a strength for me, like an inspiration. And I completely understand and sympathize with her. And like I was telling her a few minutes ago before we got on the podcast, that these new generation women are completely different. They don't have that get up and go drive. And that's not all of them, but a few of them, not all of them, but a few of them kind of make it feel like, how am I supposed to say this? A few of them feel entitled to a lot of, like, they feel entitled to a man's money, entitled to a man's time, effort, and all the other good stuff. She didn't feel that type of way. She felt that her children were entitled to having a father and everything. And that's I just don't know how to explain and put it in words.
Because back in your grandma's time, that was a time where family mattered.
Yeah, exactly.
This is like the 70s and the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, those times, family mattered.
Yeah, and
Today,
then
family don't matter no more.
she even admitted to it. She said that basically that the Section A welfare, government assistance, and all that has tore up the black family, and that's what she agreed with me about. And that's what I
I just said when you remove
yeah
70 years of work ethic, this
yeah
is what you get.
because even with me growing up, I grew up with both my parents in the household, and I grew up with both and watching both of them go to work. Mama was a bus driver, dad was at a warehouse and worked at a club, and it was interesting, you feel me, to see my parents work. And that's the way I was raised. I was raised with I gotta get it out the mud. You feel me? But it's just I kind of understand both sides of the spectrum when it comes to women and men, but I'm still gonna say men have it harder, a lot harder, because
Let me
we
ask a question. Oh well, finish out, and I'll ask a question to the panel.
yeah, because we held to a certain accountability standards. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. My question to the panel is: do you think double standards for men and women hinders or helps society?
Helps.
Yeah, I think it helps.
All right. Go in detail a little bit.
Um,
Basically, them double standards keep us basically. Okay. Double standards and stuff like this kind of keeps the power, like the power scaling in like on an even keel. If you understand what I'm trying to say, because I'm not saying women do not have power, but money talks, bullshit walks. You feel me? And the person with the most money always wins. So when it comes to like child support, divorce, and all that other stuff, whoever can hire the best lawyer and whoever got the most money in the relationship usually is the man usually wins. If you feel what I'm trying to say.
but if they're
Um,
married and getting divorced, I thought he has to pay for her stuff too.
That's not
that
true.
it all
It
depends
all
on who
depends.
has the most money.
Yeah,
Oh,
it all depends. If you with a millionaire, like Jeff
Uh,
Bezos' wife, only reason she got that much money is because she was with him for that amount of time, a good
another
chunk
and
of
an,
time.
another example of a woman who makes more money than a man. Jeremy Meeks, he was married to Jeremy Meeks is a model. He was married to another model because Jeremy Meeks. If you ever heard Jeremy Meeks' whole story is basically he was a Crip who was in prison. His mugshot got on the internet. People saw he was
oh,
attractive and everything, and
That guy.
basically a modeling company found out who it was. He got bailed out. Now he's this multi-million model, and now he's currently divorced from her. But he was married to this woman, and they basically got a divorce, and he was able to get stuff out of her after the divorce.
oh, that's crazy.
hmm So yeah, that matters. Britney Spears, her last marriage. I forgot who just recently. I don't know if it was. I forgot who it is. It was either Adele or
It
it
was a deal.
was yeah, Adele. Her husband. He was according to everybody else, he was a cheating scumbag, and he got money out of her.
Yeah,
Damn.
Mary J. Blige husband did it.
Oh yeah, this particular paradigm is not just stable to women. Men do it too.
Yeah,
Like,
man,
and
that's
then I'm
pretty
gonna say,
crazy.
like my cousin them always used to tell me, money walks, bullshit walks. And when it comes to dealing with, um, what I about to say, when it comes to dealing with females and stuff, it's really dependent on like how I'm gonna say the lawyer. When it comes to divorce, I mean, it
And it
all
stands
depends
on
on
the
the
state as well.
yeah. But most of the time, if you live in a fucked up state like Louisiana, they don't recognize common law. You're gonna pay out the ass. So
I
yeah.
think Toria, do you what do you believe these double standards hinder or help society?
You was kind of breaking up there for a second. I barely hear you.
Do you believe double standards hinder or help society?
Uh, hang on. That sounds like both to me. It sounds like both.
Hey, but okay,
Almost like 50-50.
you want to go in detail a little bit more?
Ooh. Let's see. When you say double standards, let me see.
I'm a simple standard like a man can walk around in his shirt without a shirt, but a woman can't, or a man can have multiple partners, but when a woman does it, she's called a slut.
Hmm.
Those examples. Actually, let me give Bible back up and Bible.
Yeah,
What do you believe double standards hinder or help society?
I think it helps it.
already know how you like to call women out on their BS. And I know you have some sort of biblical terminology for this too.
Well, I mean, basically, there are certain things that men can do that's acceptable that women can't, and certain things women can do that's acceptable that men can't do.
Elaborate one thing in society that might be, it might be a double sided, or somebody might not find it cool for it to be a double standard.
Oh, I got
Well,
one.
you saying double standards just to mean to the needs first.
Hold
I'm
on.
just saying.
Repeat that, Toria.
You need meet each other's needs first. I'm just saying. There's like one of the things.
Oh, one thing that
Can
I
you
can
be a
only
little more clear? I couldn't hear you.
You had to meet his or her needs without meaning theirs.
Oh, okay, that's also a good stand. I think I know what you mean by that, but I don't know if you. I think I know what you mean by that. I think I know what you mean.
It is.
Are you? Can I just take a crack at? Are you talking about how guys perform sexually but don't take care of a woman's sexual needs, or am I going something to the opposite direction?
I'll argue
I
that
never know.
we satisfy y'all needs.
No.
Repeat that, Toria.
wait, Toria.
I'll argue that we satisfy y'all needs. There's so many men and sexless men.
Wait, Toria. I know somebody named Toria.
But is that the direction you were going in with that question, with that statement? Hello, Toria. Okay. Actually, what did you say about? He was saying what?
And I'll say I really want to argue that because men, look, let's be honest, men aren't going to turn down any. Okay,
For real? No, I know that.
you know,
I know that for a fact.
when we really talk about it, who's the one that's really turning it down like that?
Women.
Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I don't feel like it. I had to walk the dog today. You know.
What the hell they gonna do?
Exactly. So let's be honest. I'll argue that us men have no problem satisfying women's needs.
I mean, some men that got a minivan.
Nah, bro. They got.
Even if theirs aren't, if they're not really packing like that, there's some positions where they can get it in.
Some
I
dudes
guess.
don't have the equipment to,
Oh yeah,
to park.
I'll recommend surgery.
That's fucked up.
I've seen. There's a doc. It was a comedy documentary. It's called Unhung Hero, about this dude who goes over the freaking world to ask the age old question: the size of matter. I've seen it like twice. It's actually a pretty funny comedy documentary. So basically, he goes. So basically, he went to I think it was a Chinese or a Japanese surgeon who basically what they did was they took flesh from another part of your body and they stuck it under the skin of your scrotum to make it look bigger.
Oh God, that hurt.
Oh yeah, I changed that.
No.
I mean,
Okay.
that's true. That's I mean, you live with what you got. Make use of what you.
Okay, thank you, Yahweh.
I didn't see. I'll be honest with you. When I was in my Pornhub days, my PH days, when I used to look at it, I used to, the most people that was actually doing anything was just regular fat people, and so that I'm saying, it don't something I've seen. They had come on all different sides. Be happy with what you got. So if they can, if them large double bellied people were getting it, and I don't see what's nobody else is.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's funny.
Bruh. All I gotta say is bruh.
Uh, okay. My whole, but I think, in my opinion, I think double standards do help. It depends on the person who's in charge, who has that specific standard. Determines if they're trying to be mean or uncaring when it comes to the standard, because there are some ridiculous double standards, and then there are some double standards that actually have some sort of predecessant meaning, like a woman walking out at nighttime by herself. I know now, like women will say, "Well, we shouldn't fear for our lives walking out at nighttime." Okay, that's actually true. At the end of the day, you could be attacked, or you could be robbed by a woman.
Yep. She can come in off you.
For real.
There was that case that happened in what, New York, where that female shot that other female in the head and
Wait, what
walked back.
happened?
Yeah, there was a case out in New York, and so they had a video surveillance where this car just pulled up, a female walked out, walked to another female, shot her in the back of her head, like execution style, and then
Yeah.
walked back to her car as
So
if it
yeah,
wasn't nothing. And
danger comes.
people were saying like, we know that girl, and it turns out that both of those females knew each other, and they actually went to a funeral earlier that day.
Yeah, like danger comes in all shapes and sizes, man. It comes with a beard and a hair chest, and sometimes it comes with a perky chest and some nice curvy legs.
Right.
So it's just to be wary with everything. I already said human beings are some dangerous ass creatures. You can't truly trust.
Bruh.
Uh,
Just the society we live.
but I think we're about to bring this little session to a close. Does anybody have any final thoughts for the panel?
Nope, that's it.
You don't even got no. Why do I even have this segment? X, do you have any final thoughts about this been the double standards of men
uh
and women?
no, not really. People shouldn't really trip about double standards. They should be honestly happy that some of them are around, because we need it. You know, uh, men. I believe men have it worse, but that doesn't mean I don't pay attention to the stuff that women go through, because they go through a lot of shit as well.
Same, I agree.
I think if when it comes to society, I think both men and women have it hard because, in genuality, life itself is a challenge,
Hmm.
and it is a challenge that very few people master in life.
I'm surprised I made it this far.
Right. And the thing about it is, I think the double standards have their sort of ridiculous ridicule and can be very sexist to a degree, but I do think they have their points in which they can help people and also, but I think in this society people get picked about anything. They get their feathers ruffled by the smallest inconvenient thing. But I do believe, but I am, all I know is I'm happy with the skin that I'm born with. And I'm happy I was born a guy, just like every man and young woman on this panel should be happy that they were the way
Yep,
they
yep.
Yep, yep.
Bible, do you have any final thoughts?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay. All right, Toria, I appreciate you for being up tonight. Do you have any final thoughts for the panel? Okay,
I think our mic is off.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm back.
Oh no, there
My
you go.
phone just overheated.
I got you. I got you. I'm about to bring the panel to a close. Do you have any final thoughts or anything you want to, any advice or anything you want to state about the episode tonight?
That's it.
Okay, so what
Would
you're
you?
saying is like you saying, and I quote that you saying that guys have double standards. Yes or no? It sounds like
Yes,
it's a yes or no.
men have double standard.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, so
men
what
have double
about
standard.
women? I think women has more double standards than men. See,
Well,
women have
well,
more
elaborate
like
on some that
a
they
lot to
have.
go through. Mm,
Elaborate on some
you
type of
really
double
gonna
standard.
let me start?
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. You're allowed to speak whatever opinion you wish on here.
Yep.
I'm not judgmental when it comes to people and their opinion or their factual statements.
Yeah. Okay, so like I said, women has more double standards. I'm just saying because they have a lot to go through. I mean, me as a teacher, I go through a lot. It's like struggling. Then get home, making sure everything's intact. Guys, on the other hand, they want to like lay out and just like be lazy, and which some of y'all are not.
Wait. What?
I heard she said she's saying that women have more double standards against them than men do. That women tend to come home and have to do
There's
a
a
whole bunch of other.
certain there's certain things women can do that men do. Okay, just saying.
Bro,
Can
I
you
never
elaborate?
heard this.
Can you give some examples?
They
Okay,
can
for
give birth.
one,
Repeat. Wait. Do you have an example, or do you don't
say
have
it
an
again.
example? Do you have an example of a double standard that men have against women?
Mm.
I mean, you made a claim, so you have to, give an example.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking about one. That's
Wait, wait,
okay.
wait, wait, wait. Toria.
I'm sitting here.
Toria.
So are you
Don't you
saying
know that
like
Hold on, Godfather. Go Bible.
so I think she's saying that the women take on more responsibility. That's what she's trying
Mm-hmm.
to say.
Women have more
Okay,
responsibility.
okay. I understand that part, but I'm asking, what example of responsibilities do you take that men don't? Honestly, I could give two. Honestly, child
And like, what are the
maternal.
two the responsibilities that men do?
What
Be
See,
able to
y'all
keep in
responsibility?
the
have to
household.
y'all aren't in a position to decide whether y'all want to make somebody a
I'm
father or
just
not.
saying.
I understand what you're saying, but what responsibility?
Okay, as a woman, she has to be an administrator, a director, or like an economic. I can't say the word right off the
Yeah,
top of my head.
women can be all that and more. We never
Okay,
said
yeah.
that women can't.
But let me ask you this: are men disciplined when
yes.
it comes to
Yes, discipline to a what?
not all men are disciplined. Some guys just like don't tell you
That is
from right from
nice
Yeah,
wrong,
ass
and
car,
then
bro.
I'm
yeah.
just
Some
saying.
men are not disciplined. Well, I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off. My bad. Continue. I'm becoming God.
Mm-mm.
But I see men. Yeah, there have a lot of men who are not disciplined. I've dealt with a few. I've dealt with a few with them and tried to get them right. I understand that. My thing about it is, don't concern yourself
Okay,
with
so
the
let me ask you a follow up. So like, who you think is more controlling?
Nah, I'm gonna keep it real.
control. Hold on, Godfather. Hold on. Hold on. Controlling in what way?
I mean, who's right, who's wrong.
By in what? Who's right and who's wrong by what subject?
Like in a situation,
I took the question here.
I can't think of an example right off my head. Like you fighting, like I said, oh, like okay, yeah, you're right, or they say, yeah, I know I'm right. It depends on the argument that you having. So who right, men or women?
No, it's like something was in there.
It's not.
When it comes to a
That would
fight.
depend on what. That would depend on what the argument is about.
That's what if you load it, make use like one in the chamber. That's what I was.
Oh no, none
Bro, I will not pay for that.
Look, just look in there.
I think about it is when it comes to who's right and who's wrong. That would depend on who's the situation and who is wrong. Like if somebody comes in my house and tries to steal something out of my freaking pantry, guess who the hell is wrong? Me, the person who came in my damn house.
Hold it like you're about to.
Hey, excuse me.
Hold on.
Christine, can I ask Tori something? Tori or something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, Tori,
Yeah,
don't you go to Living Faith?
Hell, does this have to
I
do
still
with?
do.
Okay, I know who this is. Tori, think about it in a Christian light. Think of it in a situation where you're taking on, and you know, in the Bible they say when a man finds find a wife, he finds a correct.
Stop acting like
Yeah, you all right.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, what I'm trying to say, or what we're trying to get at, is the fact that certain women do not hold on to the Bible standards of being a wife or being in a society where on a spiritual level or a maturity level. What we're saying is, we're not saying have it hard. We all saying everybody has a heart in this society challenge. But what we're trying to get at is men are basically held at a
Hey,
standard.
Professor, can you mute up?
Wait, what? What was that?
I heard. I kept hearing background mute. I kept hearing yourself in the background. Godfather's trying to talk.
All right.
Men are held at a standard where we have to be a provider, we have to be leaders, we have to be this. And if we can't be one of this, if we can't do none of this, we are considered useless. But a woman can sit back, lay down, and just reproduce and constantly reproduce, and with no consequences. That's what I'm trying to get at. But I have to leave. I gotta go do this. Call y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for having me. So.
All right. But yeah, going back to what I'll go back to what Godfather was saying. Not Tori. Not every just because yeah, the Bible does say a man who finds a wife finds a good thing, but not every woman is meant to be a wife.
Yeah, I thought because the prerequisite that is she was already a wife before she was found.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she gotta have certain values.
So I'm still a little confused about. As I'm still a little confused about what double standards that you were talking about.
It's different. I mean, like you said, all women are not ready to become a wife, and some women are not.
Okay. Well, we agree with that then.
I mean, I say this because I have two friends now that are married. One is two that's married, and one is engaged. She's ready for it, but I'm not sure she's like ready to make that step.
Are you saying she doesn't
Like to make
feel
that
like she's
move.
ready? She's now ready to be a wife.
Exactly.
Okay. Then. Bible, what's your take on that?
Wait, what?
Wait, what? I
I
couldn't hear.
believe she says one of her friends is moving on to the next phase of trying to be. She's not ready to be a wife.
Oh, was she raised that way? If she wasn't raised, is both her parents together?
She was raised with her parents, but she's not like in a position
No, were her
of like
parents married,
like
living in the
leave.
same house with her?
Yes.
Oh, then
Yes.
then uh then she should be ready because that's stuff that her mom is supposed to teach her.
Mm,
It's the mother's responsibility to teach their daughters how to be wives. So if both
Yeah,
her
either
parents are
she
together and
and that's what mine
she's
is
doing what
teaching
she's
me.
supposed to do with the husband, your friend should have a model around her, so she should know what to do.
yeah, either the mom didn't teach her or she just didn't care.
And that's what mine is
She
trying
didn't
to
care to
teach me
learn
now.
anything.
Just saying.
I
Hmm.
feel like that's one of the problems in today. None of the mothers are really teaching their daughters or getting them ready to be wives. And so when they grow up and then when they, oh, I'm ready, but in actuality they're not.
That's
Nope.
true.
You
Uh,
know.
did she did she go to school and get a degree?
She did.
Oh, more than likely she's not gonna get married for a while.
Hey, Bob, I wish
And
I had one.
let me tell you, she has more degrees.
She has my how many?
She has a lot of degrees. I think she's trying to get her
How old? How
third
old is this
degree.
woman?
She is the same. Well, she's 2 years older than I am.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Well, how
Well,
oh,
she didn't find anyone that was suitable in college.
Well, she wasn't focused on that.
well,
And that's the problem.
wait, what did
Yeah,
she say?
she chose a degree over the
Exactly. That
marriage and
that's
the
a
family.
problem. That was a problem right there. She should have focused on getting a husband first, then the degree. They prioritize going to school first and not prioritizing family.
That's what he said. They always run to school.
So, I mean, if she's willing to, I mean, it's gonna be a stretch
But yeah,
for her to get somebody.
but yeah, Tori, I'm gonna tell you exactly who she needs to talk to about this. I want I want you to send your friend to YouTube, and I want you to I want to type up the name Kevin Samuels, and and he will tell her everything she needs to do.
but like I said, she was just going for her education.
Hmm?
She was going for her education.
I don't blame her for wanting the education. But the thing about it is, when you want, uh, I think Brother First X would be better at explaining that one.
Mm,
She chose an education.
Yeah.
well,
And if
okay,
she
okay.
was look, she's putting all her energy into school. She has no
She
time
did
for a
that.
man. So
She already
it's
did that.
impossible
She
for her
already
to
got.
really
She
go
done
on
graduated.
dates when she
Hold
got
on, y'all talking
30.
at the same
Oh,
time. I can't hear you. What were
but
you saying,
yeah,
Tori?
I said she already like that's her third degree. She's already done, and now she's engaged, and now next month she's getting
Wait,
married. So
wait. You said I thought you said she wasn't. She didn't. She said she wasn't feeling like she
she
wasn't getting married.
she feels right now. I mean I talked to her
So,
since then.
what she have
Wait,
degrees in?
wait. Hold on. So she feels like she's not ready to get married, but she's engaged.
She's engaged
oh,
and she's ready
so what
now.
is
She
she's
talked.
wasting his time for?
Hold on. What is it?
What is what?
You said she was getting engaged, but she's feeling having second thoughts.
She was had. She had second thoughts, but all the advice me and my friends been giving her, she realized that she's ready. If we didn't give her advice, yeah, we're not sure what's gonna happen.
So
Next month,
she is getting married.
yes, next month,
How old is
Okay.
she?
27.
22. Okay. Yep.
Okay, well that's I mean she found a Prince Charming, then she got a degree. I mean that's a win-win.
Unlike
Exactly.
me,
Just make
unlike
sure,
me, I have my
she
second, getting my second
does
degree.
everything she's supposed to.
Hold
She
on,
should.
hold on. You're getting your what?
said, unlike me, I am getting my second degree.
Okay,
Thank-
well, finish.
eh, Never mind.
Oh no, finish what you were about to say.
I said, I'm getting my second degree and I'm also engaged. So technically, I'm ready. So, like,
Okay, well, congratulations. You know, you got your second degree and you engaged. That's good.
a good thing, yes.
All right, well, happy people, happy faces all around. Well, I appreciate you all for being up on the panel tonight. We'll see you guys in a few weeks for season 3.
I thought you said a few months. I was like, wait, what?
I gotta get right down some more topics. You all have a great evening, though.